Yo, what is up guys, JrzSaiyan here, and episode 15 was so funny guys. I actually really love the episode. It's an episode that you have to have in the series to make it so comedic and so hilarious. Alright guys, so let me get straight to the actual episode. Okay, so the episode starts off with Goku asking Chi-Chi, or not asking, but Goku tells Chi-Chi that he's gonna go train with Kaio-sama, with King Kai, because his body is ready, it's in good condition, and he wants to become stronger than Beerus, because they just finished fighting, you know. So Chi-Chi says no. Goku tells her, but you said yes last time when I gave you the 10 million Zenny. Chi-Chi then says they used up all the money already. So Goku like falls over and he's like, what? She comes back to say, Pan will be born soon, and for Pan, a fighting grandpa isn't a good example. But then she says, she needs to work harder because she can't let Pan respect her grandpa more than her. So that was kind of like against what she just finished saying. She then tells him to go find some work. So Goku ends up taking the actual tractor to go get fixed. Okay, so the scene skips to Videl. Videl gets up and is gonna go make some food, but Gohan doesn't let her because she's pregnant. She has Pan in her, right? So Gohan ends up, you know, trying to make some food, but it ends up being really hilarious because later on in the episode it shows Gohan struggling to make the food, and the food is overflowing off the pan, and he's like screaming like, what do I do, what do I do? So that was pretty funny actually, and I actually really like Gohan being a father figure. I'll talk more about that another episode. So a short scene of Vegeta shows up saying that he will surpass Goku. That he's pretty pissed off, so he's gonna find a way to surpass Goku. So from there it skips to Hercule. You know, he's back to his old shenanigans, which is I love about this episode, the whole Hercule shenanigans thing. And you know, Hercule is kind of with the media and in front of a bunch of people saying that he beat the god, or he didn't beat, but he fought off the god of destruction, Beerus. That Beerus, he actually called him Beebus, that he was no match for the god Hercule. So pretty much he imagines, or he's like telling the fight. So it wasn't a reenactment. He was telling the fight. He was reenacting it, but it wasn't like a movie or anything like the Cell Saga where, you know, they reenacted the Cell fight. But it was a reenactment, but he was telling it like, oh, I did this, I did that, then I hit him, then I turned Super Saiyan, and then I turned into a god. He said he turned to a god, but then he was in his imagination. It was all in his imagination, right? Well, he was telling it, he turned to Super Saiyan. And it was just funny how he beat Beerus, and it'd be a pretty fun character to play with in like a Xenoverse 2 or another Dragon Ball Z game. You know, it was actually a pretty funny fight scene. He was beating up Beerus, or Beebus, and Beerus looked like a bat with white hair. I don't even know what it was. So that was pretty funny. I liked it. Hercule is a funny character. So pretty much he says Beerus is powerless against the god Satan, right? So he does call Beerus Beebus, which is pretty funny. Okay, so what ends up happening is some cat-like aliens show up from the planet Suna, and they show up to show gratitude to the person who fought off Beerus. They're now the reputation is now well known around the universe as someone who saved the Earth and fought off Beerus, right? So Hercule says that he's the person to fight off Beerus, right? So the Sunak ambassador wants to give a medal for bravery and honor, and it's a pretty badass hero medal, not gonna lie. So this really shoots up the ego of not only Satan, but all the followers of Satan on Earth. So it's pretty funny. So another Sunekian challenges Satan for him to prove himself, for him to show if he's really the one that beats Beerus, because the other guy was not fooled by Satan, his shenanigans. He's like, nope, not fooled by you. I know you're hiding something. So Satan needs to agree to fight with all the people there, so he ends up agreeing. But he knows he's about to get caught here. So what he does, he fakes that stomach ache. He's done it in some other movies and other episodes. He fakes the stomach ache and he goes to the restroom and he goes and he's calling Vegeta. He calls Capsule Corp and no one answers. He calls Gohan, and this is actually where you see the scene with Gohan struggling to make the food. It shows in the background the phone ringing, and then it shows in the background Gohan struggling and screaming to make the food. So pretty much, yeah, no one answers. Gohan doesn't answer, so he's like, oh, I'm screwed. So he has to walk. He walks up to the stage. He's hoping. He's like, come on, someone please show up. Gohan, even Krillin, Goten or Trunks, someone show up in the crowd, please. So it ends up being Goku is flying across the air and sees Satan, and he's going to watch the fight. He ends up wanting to watch the fight because he was actually going to go see Satan to go fix the tractor. So he tells Satan, oh, Satan, good luck. And Satan, you know, Hercule's all like, oh my god, yes, God answered my prayer. So he runs and he tells, you know, he explains to Goku, hey Goku, can you please help me out here? And Goku's like, well, I needed you to fix this anyway. He's like, yes, I'll fix it, just help me out. And he's like, well, I haven't trained my body, you know what, might as well. So so Goku goes up and he's like, alright, they're about to fight, right? So that happens when Satan was about to fight the Sanekian, right? So this happens when Goku's right about to fight the Sanekian. There's a scene that shows Piccolo struggling, and it's a huge backpack. They're carrying a lot of stuff in this backpack. I don't know where they're going. And Chi-Chi is making Piccolo carry this, and Piccolo's like, why am I doing this? I could just imagine Chris Sabat saying this in the Piccolo voice. It's going to be so amazing when it's dubbed. It's already amazing in Japanese, but it's going to be so much more amazing in my opinion when it's dubbed, at least for me. And so, you know, Piccolo hears the crowd noise and he's like, Goku. He says son, because it's son Goku. And so Chi-Chi turns around and sees Goku and starts yelling. And so Goku's like, oh no. And Goku goes up to Satan and says, Satan, Hercule, hit me real hard so I can fly away. And everyone sees that I fly away. So Hercule doesn't know any, like, okay. So Hercule hits Goku and Goku goes flying. Like, it was the funniest thing ever. You have to see the episode. It was the funniest thing ever. He goes flying like he got hit super hard. He was like, whoa! He kind of flew over the buildings, right? It was just funny. So that happens. Now Hercule's left to fight. Hercule is left to fight Sanekian. So pretty much what happens is Hercule needs to fight Sanekian. There's no other way. So the fight starts and he comes at him. The guy's fired up now because he sees that whole scene happen. So he's curious. So the Sanekian comes at Hercule, and Hercule's dodging punches, jumping around, and then he starts running away. And everyone's like, why is Hercule running away? He's not fighting. And they're saying, why is he not attacking him, you know? They're saying he couldn't have beaten the god Beerus like this. So they're all questioning him now. They're all pissed off. So Hercule says, at this rate, my honor will, and he kind of pauses. He says, I have no other choice. So he gets up and he's like, he gets that little boost of ego. He's like, Hercule does not run away. Remember that time where I protected Videl. I defended Videl from that explosion on the boat. And he's like, I won't let anything. It's a flashback that says, I won't let anything happen to you. So at this point, the dog, Hercule's dog, jumps out of the limo and is walking up to the actual arena, right? And so Hercule is saying, I will show you the power of a god. And in his mind, he goes Super Saiyan, which is hilarious. But in real life, he doesn't. So the guy comes up and the guy throws a super hard punch. And Hercule like, yes, I'm a god. And he's just standing there, like, I don't know what he's doing, just standing there, and he just takes the punch. But the punch has, like, no power on it, or the guy gets scared. So the guy ends up getting scared, and you can see it in his eyes, but I don't know what happened to the punch. It got, like, nullified. The guy just gave up on the punch, and the guy is scared. So Hercule takes this time to throw a punch right back at the guy, and it does no damage. Of course, Hercule's not that strong, especially against an alien, and this guy's huge and buff. And the guy, it pans over, he's looking at the dog, and the dog, he's scared of the dog because he's a cat-like alien. He's scared and he runs away. He gets on the ship and he completely, oh my god. So the ambassador and the other guy says, please don't worry, the race is not evolved yet, right? So the dog turns around and they get scared too, and they run away, and the guy's like, the ambassador greets farewell, and they do the little Senekian dance, which they did in the beginning. So they're like su na na ku. I don't even know. It's funny because they're like twerking and stuff. They're like a bunch of little Nicki Minaj. Okay, so they run away. So you know what that means. Everyone's like, Satan's a hero. He really is a god. This and that. They ran away. He got the medal. It was a whole scene. It was a funny episode, guys. And you know the Senekians are scared of dogs because they're cats. So, oh my god. Just explaining it was just, I'm laughing, I'm smiling right now because the episode was really that funny. It gives you that Dragon Ball feeling, this kind of episode, that kind of Dragon Ball Z comedic feeling. It was an amazing episode. I recommend you watch it. I give it 10 out of 10, honestly. It was that funny. It was that funny. The whole Goku scene, everything was funny, guys. So, yeah. So the next episode looks like it's gonna be really, really funny. I will talk about that, the preview and the predictions in a while in the next episode. So yeah, guys, hope you all have an amazing, blessed day. Please go check out Dragon Ball Super. Go support it. Guys, go watch it in Japanese. You will like it. It'll take a little bit of episodes to get used to the actual, I guess, to get used to the actual the way of speaking, the language and everything, to get used to maybe predicting what they're gonna say, what they're saying, and everything. But I promise you, you will enjoy it. I have learned to love it. It's actually really, really awesome. Even though I do love the English dub, the Funimation dub, way more than the Japanese. Like to me, there's no comparison. But I do love the Japanese version. Yeah, I do. I've learned to respect it. Alright, guys, I hope you all have an amazing, blessed day. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!